Good evening. It's about 5:20 and Monday, November 28th, 2022, the Monday after Thanksgiving. And I tried to pull the camera out sooner to catch that sunset. The last rays were cutting across through those trees over there. Right now it's I would say 60, 65 degrees. It's warm. I'm wearing a jacket. I don't need to. I'm tempted to take it off. This is what they did to this last pasture. It's not too bad. It could be a lot worse. You know, and then you look at the whole picture, there's still some green left. You can kind of see down the line here. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but on the right side, there's a little bit of grass. There's like an inch, maybe 2 inches. And then on the left side, an inch or 2 inches less. So this side has a little bit more grass than the other side. It's still very soft soil though. I'm very thankful for the rain, but this is why, you know, I would like small cows so they don't destroy my pasture when it rains. But maybe this is a good thing to disturb the soil in this way. I was thinking of going through this last row and just sprinkling some seeds. Oh, look at those clouds. What beauty. This is one of those rare occasions where it looks better on camera than it does in real life. Somehow the camera's picking up colors that just aren't there. Oh, wow. Just enjoy the moment here, everybody. That's what I gotta say. Just enjoy a few minutes of peace where we don't worry about everything else that's going on. We just think about cows and grass and soil. I see ribs on that cow. I think that's 20 actually. This cow's not doing too well either. Their triangles are sunken in. The triangle, if you don't know what I'm talking about. So you start at the hip bone. Let me see if I can find one here. Yeah, this one will stay still. This is 20, by the way. So you start at the hip bone, you go forward to the bottom of the rib cage, and then you go down, and it forms like an equilateral triangle there. And if that's sunken in, that means they're not filling up on food. The cows like to keep their stomachs full to maximize efficiency. The name of the game with cows is they have to be constantly processing food in order to get the nutrients they need. If their stomachs are empty, that's not a good sign. Look at the calf. Look at the calf, number 20, Blackie's calf. The Blackie, I can see the ribs on her now. That triangle is sunken in. So I probably will think about getting food. I don't know if you can see on the horizon there behind the side-by-side, there's a little red shop. I'm hoping that would be done sooner rather than later. The reality of the situation is it probably won't be done until Christmas. And I probably need the feed. I'm going to ask the contractor if I can store my feed inside there in the middle, if that'll be an issue. If not, then I'll buy 1,500 pounds of feed, drop it in the middle, and start feeding them again. I think with this warm weather, we're going to keep getting this warmer weather up until about at least through December, it looks like. Maybe till Christmas. And with this warmer weather, we should get some more grass growing. Not a lot. I don't think the grass is excited about growing right now. I think the grass needs a cold shock before it really starts to want to grow. But in January, we should have a couple more inches, I think, of this this grass here. And as long as it doesn't snow, there should be grass on the ground for them to eat. That's kind of my thought process now. Bye-bye, sun. There's an airplane. You can see they call it a contrail. People think there's chemicals in there. No. Yes, they might have done experiments where they did put chemicals into the air, but in particle physics, one of the ways that we detect particles is a cloud chamber. The way a cloud chamber works is you set up the conditions where it's almost ready to turn into a mist, otherwise it's clear, and then a charged particle is enough energy just to kind of trigger it and cause it to form a mist, and so you can see the trail of the particle. But the amount of material if a plane were releasing that into the atmosphere, it would just be insane. The weight of that material. But yeah, that's just the atmosphere is ready to turn into a cloud, and the plane is disturbing it just enough to cause it to form a cloud. And you can see behind it where the air settles, it just turns back to a gas again. So yeah, don't worry about contrails, guys. You know, maybe they did do experiments at one point. Maybe they do occasionally seed clouds. I believe it works, like it's silver nitrate or something like that will form nucleation for the clouds to cause the clouds to form, but basically you have to wait till conditions are just right before it'll work at all. So yeah, clouds are a funny thing. They're not like we think as children that clouds are separate from the sky, but really what it is just a region of the air where the water can no longer remain as a vapor, and so it turns into a mist, to micro droplets. And if you consider the micro droplets separate from the air, yeah, clouds are a separate thing, but really what you're looking at is a phenomena where the pressures, the temperatures, the humidity is all different in different parts of the sky, and some of the conditions are just right where clouds form, and some of the conditions are where it'll be clear or just hazy. Look at all those colors though. Wow. Anyway, sorry, I'm using my physics mind here and appreciating the beauty of nature. Wow, look at those colors. It's like a giant rainbow across the horizon. I think this is what man is intended to do, is to come out here and look at nature from time to time. And cows are a great excuse to do it. So are chickens. Chickens are a pretty good excuse. Sheep, goats, dogs, horses. The animals give us a reason to come out and look at nature, you know. Are you bucking there, Mr. 20? Show me that again. Look at those sheep. I want little sheep babies. What do they call baby sheep? Lambs, that's right, lambs. Give me some lambs. You're gonna get zapped there, Mr. Brown, Mrs. Brown. Anyway, yeah, my cows they're not getting enough food. They're not complaining, but they aren't getting enough food, so I'm gonna look at getting feed soon. Supplement their diet here. I don't think a protein bucket would be enough to make up for the lack of grass. I don't know. Let's see how they perform for one more day. Let's come back tomorrow evening. Let's look at the condition of the cows again. Let's see if that triangle fills in. If it fills in, then that means they're getting enough grass at least to fill their bellies. If they're getting enough to fill their bellies, they're probably getting enough nutrients. And we can look at their manure, see how it looks. All right, guys, I'm signing off. Have a great day. Bye-bye.